welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Charmaine, and today it's What's Up Wednesday. Woo-woo! How are you guys doing today? I am doing pretty well. It is now into August while you guys are watching this, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm kind of over July while I'm filming this, but August, woohoo! So hopefully it's going better. So if you don't know what What's Up Wednesday is a collab that I put together where you could do pretty much everything. I like to play bingo on mine while I do other stuff. Sometimes I do unboxings, sometimes I do hauls, that kind of thing. Today I'm going to do my library TBR, so I'm going to show you guys what I borrowed from the library that I'm planning on reading in August that I'm super pumped about. But I am going to let you know in advance, this little machine here that has the bingo balls in it is pretty loud when I do it, so just be aware of that, okay? So I'm going to start with a ball first, and then we're going to get into it. So how are you guys doing today? What's happening? What's new? What's going on? Tell me all your good stuff. So today, first one we have is B10. 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 I love bingo so much, like every time I do it, I'm like, it's my favorite. So the first book I have here, I actually have quite a lot. I have 2, 4, 6 that I borrowed. I'm just going to lift them up nicely so you guys can see them. And I did put like a little sticky note on the front because it says like the city that I live in, and I don't want to show you guys that. So the first one that I have here is The Obsession by Jessie Q. Centeno. It's this one here, so you guys can see it. I actually read The New Girl by her. I have it right here. So this is the first one that I read by her. These are both set at the same, like, prestigious boarding school called Draycott. This one, technically, she wrote first, The Obsession. So I'm reading that now. They're standalones, but set at the same school, so it's okay that I read them, like, backwards kind of thing. The New Girl I own. So I had to borrow this one. So this one says, a classic sort of love story, except someone might end up dead. Logan thinks he and Delilah are meant to be. Delilah doesn't know who Logan is. Logan believes no one knows Delilah like he does. He makes sure of it by learning everything he can. Watching her through a hidden camera, some might call him a stalker. Logan prefers to be called romantic. Delilah is keeping secrets, though, deadly ones. There is so much more to her than meets the eye. Logan is determined to make Delilah the heroine in his twisted fantasy, and he'll do anything to get what he wants. Delilah is done with men controlling her life. If Logan won't let her go, she'll make him. So I'm actually almost done. Like, I'm on chapter 12, page 163. So I've been reading this really quickly. I have to tell you guys, if you get a chance to read these, they are so good. Jessie, like the author, also wrote Dial A for Aunties, so she has that series as well. She actually writes quite a lot of books. I am very stuffy, so I'm sorry if like my voice sounds all blah, just so you guys know, but that's what it is. But yeah, I'm enjoying this so much. This is definitely going to be a 5 stars, and I'm actually hoping that she is going to write more like books set at this academy. It's like, because everybody is rich there. There's drugs backgrounds, there's like, this one's about stalking, there's like buying like test grade answers, stuff like that. Such good series, and you guys know that I love a YA. So these are like YA thrillers, super, super good. The next one I have here is actually called The Black Girl Survives in this one, and this is a horror stories anthology. So it's a whole bunch of different authors. There is Camara Aaron E. Adams, Monica Brashears, Charlotte Nicole Davis, Desiree S. Evans, Justina Ireland, L.L. McKinney, Brittany Morris, Micaiah and Maritza Muliet, Courtney Nash, and Vincent Teradato. So it's a whole bunch of horror stories written by Black authors, I believe. It's new, as far as I know, and I saw it. I just really like the cover. I hope you guys can see it because it has that like shiny film on it for the library. But the cover looked really neat. I'm trying to read more authors of color, so I thought that would be a cool one to read. Plus, it's a whole bunch of short stories. I actually have never read a short story anthology, so I thought that one would be pretty fun to read. And then, because I am in my middle grade era right now, I ended up picking up a couple other ones. I'm going to roll a ball first. We'll roll a ball and then I'll show you guys. So I ended up picking up a couple of middle grade era books. Middle grade books? Not middle grade era, like N39. N39 is the number. I hope you guys can see it. Let me know. I have the camera on like a different side this time, so it's throwing me off a little bit with my angles, but... So the first one I got here is called Dust and Grim, and this is by Chuck Wendig. It's this. It says, rival siblings running a funeral home for monsters. What could go wrong? So, I just really like the cover. That's why I picked it. And it's a series. There's actually... I don't know if it'll have it in here because this is the first one. I think there's 3 of them. So I'm going to end up reading that. I loved it. I will love it. I haven't read it yet, but I just actually got these yesterday. So I'm pretty excited about it. And then the next one I got is called Witchlings, and this is by Carolabia A. Ortega. I'm so sorry, I don't know the first name there, but I'll fold it over so you guys can see it. But this is also like a middle grade, beginning of a series, the first book in a series. There was actually another book I requested there as well. I can't remember what it's called, but it was by Victoria Schwab. That's V.E. Schwab, but she does like middle grade author or books where she's Victoria, and then in the adult and the young adult one, she's V.E. Schwab. So I also requested that one. This one says, bound with our magic before the black moon, bound by a circle, for no circle spells doom. So, I don't know. I think it'll be good. I like series books. You guys know, that's like my jam. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I just rolled all 3 so that they're sitting there. So the next one we have here is 064. 064. And hey, if you're new here, how's it going? What's happening? I just found out that I got like 11 subscribers in July, so hi everybody! Welcome to the channel. I don't edit, and I make fun of myself a lot, and I make a lot of mistakes, so I hope you enjoy. The editing is not real here. So the next book I got is called These Witches Don't Burn, and this is by Isabel Sterling. Look at this. Okay, I actually started this one because I had, the obsession was at work because I took it to work and I worked for like 11 days straight, and then I was reading it while I was at work, and then I got this and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to read this right now. But then I realized that there was a second one, so I had to go to the library and be like, hey, can you guys bring this in for me? So they did, and I'm almost done showing you my books, so we're going to talk about another ball first. All over the place. And this is B8. 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 So weird. And this one is called This Coven Won't Break. So again, the first one is called These Witches Won't Burn, and the second one is called This Coven Won't Break. And your girl is holding both of them in her hands right now. You guys, I love the library. I'm like obsessed. This one was not in the city. It was in the province, but not in the city. And they were like, we'll just get them to send it to us. The library is amazing, you guys. If you don't have a library card and you're a reader, I highly suggest getting a library card. You know what? Even just so you could use Libby. Like, it's an app. You can read audiobooks on there. You can read Kindle books on there. Any kind of thing that you want, I think. Really. I think they even have magazines. Like, it's amazing. I highly recommend getting a library card and getting the app. But okay, I'm going to read you what these ones are about first. So, These Witches Don't Burn is the first one. And it says, Hannah is a witch, but not the kind that you're thinking of. She's the real deal, an elemental with the power to control fire, earth, water, and air. But even though she lives in Salem, Massachusetts, sorry, I can't say that, her magic is a secret and it has to be kept to herself. If she is ever caught using it in front of a read non-witch, she will lose it, for good. So Hannah spends most of her time avoiding her ex-girlfriend and fellow elemental witch, Veronica, hanging out with her best friend and working at the fly-by-night cauldron selling candles and crystals to tourists, goths, and local Wiccans. But dealing with her ex is the least of Hannah's concerns when a terrifying blood ritual interrupts the end of school year bonfire. Evidence of dark magic begins to appear all over Salem, and Hannah is sure it's the work of a deadly blood witch. The issue is, her coven is less than convinced, forcing Hannah to team up with the last person she wants to see, Veronica. While the pair attempt to smoke out the blood witch at a house party, Hannah meets Morgan, the cute new ballerina in town. but trying to date amid a supernatural crisis is easier said than done, especially when the attacks on Salem witches become deadlier by the day. Isabella Sterling's delightful, suspenseful debut is an equal parts sweet romance and thrilling mystery. With everything she loves on the line, Hannah must confront the murderous villain before her cavern, and any chance she has with the new girl is destroyed. So I love the covers on these. As you guys know, I am a cover girly. I like the cover, and then I'm like, hey, let's see what that book is about after I've already bought it. So I essentially did that with these library ones, but I did originally have these in my Amazon wish list because, like I said, I like the cover. And I like books about witches, so that's also good. And I like YA books. This is the trifecta of awesomeness in my mind. So yeah, those are my books. I'm going to tell you guys the last ball here. It is I-23. I-23. Man, I love bingo. Okay. So, we've only been at it for 2 weeks, but tell me if you have a bingo, because honestly, it is possible it's bingo. Our last one went for like 2 months straight, so hopefully we don't have another one of those happening. Everybody was like, dude, it needs to end. And finally we had a winner, and I was like, thank goodness. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of these books. Have you read a short stories like anthology before? Is that what they're called? I don't know. You know, I'm just pulling this out of my hoo-ha at this point because I have no idea. Sometimes I call it a synopsis. Sometimes I call it something else. We never know what's going to happen on this channel. Anyways, that's it. Let me know if you have a bingo. Let me know how your month is going so far. Let me know what's new, what's happening with you, how you doing, all of that good stuff. Please like this video and check out my description box for other content creators. And thank you guys so much for spending a couple minutes of your day with me today. I really, really appreciate that. And I really, really appreciate you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye! That was a good one, I think, hey? Bye!